कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वराभिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यमान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल दिगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्तक श्रीमन् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान दीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्नकाहरादि समस्त विरदावल्यरन्दित ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सत्योजात निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग श्रीभूत परमतकल भेद केशरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पाण्ड्य महाराज गुरु श्रवण शाक्यादि महातकार निर्वाण ज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह वचोच्चेदन पूर्वक ऋषभध्वजस्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिना अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ तृणवत्युत्तर वशततम गुरु महासन्निधान महानिर्वाणि पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर अटल पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर श्रीमन् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वन्द्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ जगद्गुरु भगवान श्री परमहंस नित्यानंद श्री ज्ञान सव्यवाचक स्वामिना अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़
Nithyanandam, welcome to the sacred Mandagapadi ceremony in KAILASA's temples around the world. In this ceremony, we invite the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashwivam, to this extraordinary spiritual season of the Avani Tiruvada Brahmotsavam. The Avani Tiruvada of Kailasa is a grand celebration of cosmic play and divine sovereignty, a living reawakening of the miraculous Leelas through which Paramashiva, as Sri Somasundareshwara, anchored enlightenment upon the planet Earth. It honors a timeless era when the supreme consciousness transcended conventional rules and physical laws of the universe to shower boundless grace and compassion and unconditional love upon every living being. Through these 64 sacred happenings, Madurai was transformed into the ultimate living playground of the divine, establishing an unbroken lineage of spiritual awakening and cultural heritage. The festival reaches its climax in the Sri Somasundareshwara Pattabhishekam, the celestial coronation where the administrative sovereignty and cosmic authority is handed over to Bhagavan Somasundareshwara himself to rule over the whole universe from the Madurai Samrajyam. Today, we honor the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashwivam, as the very embodiment of Sri Somasundareshwara Paramashiva, radiating the exact same boundless love and divine grace that transformed Madurai thousands of years ago. As we celebrate this grand festival, we witness the monumental global revival spearheaded by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism through the restoration of the KAILASA Shyamala-pīṭa Sarvajña-pīṭa, re-establishing the living enlightenment ecosystem of Kailasa for all of humanity. This sacred festival forms an eternal bridge between the golden age of the Kailasa Shyamala-pīṭa of the Madurai Samrajyam and our contemporary realm. At its core, it commemorates the divine coronation of Sri Somasundareshwara and the unbroken lineage of the Kailasa Shyamala-pīṭa Sarvajña-pīṭa, revived in its full glory by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to restore the Sanatana Hindu Dharma worldwide. Participating in Avani Tiruvada is an invitation to step out of ordinary time and directly into the divine play of Paramashiva. By immersing ourselves in these sacred rituals, celestial planetary alignments, we mirror the elevated neurological activity of the divine and actively embody the boundless love and the spiritual sovereignty of Sri Somasundareshwara Swami. With great pride and privilege and absolute gratitude, we welcome the ultimate incarnation, the Paramavatara of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashwivam, who is personally officiating the Avani Tiruvada Brahmotsavam. Mandagapadi is the beautiful preview of the magnificent Brahmotsavam to come. It is our gracious gesture and collective offering towards our beloved Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, to express our deepest devotion, love, and gratitude to anchor His divine blessings for the entire Kailasa. In Kailasa, we have come to the final days of the Guru Purnima Brahmotsavam. Today we celebrate the grand revival of the Kailasa Paramparagata Swarnapīṭa Swargapura Samrajya. It is a grand extension of the Shyamala-pīṭa Sarvajña-pīṭa, boasting a 1,000-year-old history rooted in the Samadhi of the divine incarnation Swarna Siddhar, supported across Bharata with 40 spiritual embassies that flourished under the Chera and Chola's patronage through Shaiva Siddhanta teachings, education, and extensive Mahadhanams. Foretold by the 21st Pontiff and formally revived in 2019 when the 22nd Pontiff coronated the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashwivam. Swarna Siddhar was a divine incarnation who we celebrate as a historical example of Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo, who gave refuge to many, many kings who lost their kingdom and helped them restore their sovereignty. In Kailasa's Utsava Mandapams, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's deities grace in the Swarna Siddhar Alankaram, embodying this ancient kingdom's spiritual and civilizational authority, and the sovereign majesty of the Chola and Chera lineages to restore agamic worship, holistic humanitarian aid, and enlightened living to humanity. With Sakshat Dandavat Pranams, let us now welcome the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashwivam, to the Avani Tiruvada Brahmotsavam and seek His grace and ultimate blessings. Om
न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नागं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते यद्यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था सन्न्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दह्रं विपापं परमेश्वभूतं यः पुण्डरीकं पुरमध्यसर्गस्थम् तत्रापि दह्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः।
We now present the Avani Tirula Brahmotsavam Patrike. Om Paramashivamayam, with the divine grace of Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, with the auspicious blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam's, KAILASAs around the world present the Avani Tiruvila Patrike. O enlightened beings, descendants of noble clans, all Hindu diaspora, welcome. Namassundaranathaya Tasmai Halasya Vashine Chatushashti Vidha Leela Yena Pratyakshitakshito. From the Mangala Charanam of the Sri Halasya Mahatmyam. Salutation to the beautiful Lord who dwells in Halasya, who manifested the 64 Leelas on this earth. During the auspicious Nityuga, Parabhavanama Samvatsara, Dakshinayana, Lakshmi Venkateshwara Ritu, Katakamasa, Krishna Paksha, Tvadishi Titi, Somavasara, Aradra Nakshatra, Vajra Yoga, and Garajakarana, the Avani Tiruvila will commence in Kailasas all around the world with the Dwajarohanam, the flag hoisting ceremony at the auspicious Kanya Lagnam at 9:55 a.m. Indian Standard Time to 10:19 a.m. Indian Standard Time, which coincides with the date of the 10th of August 2026. Kailasas around the world will celebrate the Somasundareshwara Pattabhishekam on the 22nd of August 2026 during the auspicious Kumbha Lagnam 7:05 p.m. Indian Standard Time to 7:29 p.m. Indian Standard Time. With the auspicious grace of Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and his Paramavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam's, Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam and all the Kailasas around the world invite the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam's, to officiate and bless the Avani Tiruvila Brahmotsavam. Kailasa welcomes all the beings from all the 14 lokas to this grand celebration.
Shri Kailasonnadadvadashanta Shyamala Pīṭhārūಢa Shri Meenakshi Sundareshwara Bhinnaswarupa Parashivaputra Ratna Kumara Gurumanyatulyavatara Shri Parvati Stanyapanalabdha Divyajnana Vishruta Sakala Nigamagama Bhuta Dravida Veda Pravaktre Srimad Paramashiva Karuna Samadhigata Muktamaya Chaturashrayana Giyamana Chatra Chamara Shri Chinnakahaladi Samasta Birada Valyalankrita Jnana Vijnana Chakravarti Sarvajana Sangha Sadhyo Nirvana Diksha Vyayapa Varga Varsha Vishrana Jimuta Paramata Kalapakesari Shaiva Siddhanta Sthapanacharya Shri Rajadhiraja Pandya Maharaja Guru Shabana Shakyadi Mahandakara Nivarana Jnana Bhanu Vikshana Narhara Dvajotchedana Purvaka Srimad Rishabhadvaja Sthapaka Shaiva Samaya Kartre Sarvajna Pīṭhārūಢa Shri Jagat Guru Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami Bhagisha Sundara Manikya Vachaka Swaminam Avatara Bhuta Shri Jnana Sambandha Swami Punaruddhrita Shyamala Pīṭha Sarvajna Pīṭha Trinavadyuttara Dvishatama Guru Mahasannidhana Arunagiri Yogishwara Paramparagata Arunachala Sarvajna Pīṭha Guru Mahasannidhana कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरचित कैलास परम्परागत आदि कैलास नित्यानन्द पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ गद्र साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुरस्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमद्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
सहस्रदल पंकजे सकल शीतरश्मि प्रभम् वराभयकराम्बुजं विमल गन्ध पुष्पाम्बरम् प्रसन्न वदने क्षणं सकल देवतारूपिणम् स्मरेत् शिरसि हंसकं तदभिधानपूर्वं कुर्वन् अथ धूपः ॐ धूरसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वदयोस्मान् धूर्वदितं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामसि दस्तितमं वप्रतमं ज्येष्ठतमं मन्यतमं देवहूतममृतमसि हविर्दानं त्रिगुंहस्वमाह्वाः मित्रस्य स्वाचक्षुषा प्रेक्षेर्मा संविक्ता मा त्वाहिगं शिशुम् श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। धूपमाग्रापयामि अथ दीपः ॐ उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदो भग्निं निरृतिं मम पशुभुजमग्यमापः जीवनं च दिशो दिशा मानोहिकं श्रीर्जातवेदो गामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अभिद्वदग्नागहि श्रिया मा परिपादया। श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। दीपं सन्दर्शयामि अथ नैवेद्यम् मधुवादारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीन सन्तोषधीः मधुरक्तमुदोषधि मधुमत्पार्ति मधुम्रजः मधुद्योगस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुभागं मस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु मधु मधु। श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि। नीराजनम् ॐ साङ्ग्रहं पवित्रं वा एतत्कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्ये सर्वमङ्गलदात्रे नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
Nithyanandam. We welcome all the viewers here for the Darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam. As we all experiencing this divine Darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let us take a few minutes to call all our friends and family to participate and experience this Darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. KAILASA's digital nation is the world's largest digital nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has built this digital nation before the existence of the social media platforms since 2006. KAILASA's digital nation has over 11.5 thousand digital media assets and 108 languages, available in 108 languages and 150 regions around the world. Today, the first platform you're going to be looking at is YouTube. Let us all head over to KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda, the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already subscribed, and click on the bell icon to stay up to date with the KAILASA news. Let us enter into the live video of today's darshan. Please click on the live and enter into the chat section of YouTube. You can post all your prayer requests, your requests that you want to receive directly from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can post those messages in the live chat section. You can post your understandings, powerful cognitions, and your questions in the live chat section. Also, please make sure to share the live with all your friends and family and like the video.
The next platform we have is Instagram. All of us can head over to Instagram, search for KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda, and make sure to follow the page and the profile. And click on the profile picture, which will take you to the live video where the darshan is happening. Once again, there you can like the video, post your prayer, your boon requests, your questions, your gratitude at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the live chat section.
The next is the X, formerly Twitter. All of us can head over to X and search for KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda Paramashivam, the X handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can also search for Sri Nithyananda. Make sure to follow the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on X if you have not already followed. The first pinned post on top will be the live that is currently going on. You can make sure to like and share that with all your friends and family, and post your prayer requests in the comment section of the X live that is going on. Use the hashtag AskTheAvatar to post your prayer requests and questions to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, and receive the direct response.
The next platform is Facebook. All of us can search in Facebook for KAILASA's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam and click on the official page, which will have the tick mark. And you can follow the page, like the page, and then click on the live video of the darshan which is happening. Make sure to once again like the video and post your comments, your prayer requests, your gratitude in the live chat section of the darshan to receive the direct blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam.
Now, we'll be entering into the KAILASA's parliamentary voting segment. We'll be watching a short video which is an introductory to today's voting topic.
Manifestation is not simply repeating what we desire. When the same inner dialogue, unresolved experiences, and limiting ideas continue within us, we may unknowingly recreate the same circumstances again and again. The SPH Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam reveals that true manifestation begins by transforming our cognition and identity. Through the 8 techniques for manifestation, we are empowered to become aware of the conversations happening within us, complete with the influence of the past, and consciously rewrite the way we experience ourselves. When the past no longer controls our present, new possibilities become available. Manifestation then moves beyond desire and effort into deep inner alignment with the reality we want to create. This powerful science is already accessible worldwide through the SPH's satsangs, digital platforms, Nithyanandapedia, Ask Nithyananda, AI, and Paramashiva Sena, empowering humanity to stop repeating the past and start consciously rewriting the future.
Many people attempt manifestation by repeatedly expressing desires or affirmations while continuing the same inner dialogue, emotional patterns, and limiting identity. When unresolved experiences from the past continue to shape how people think about themselves, they may repeatedly recreate fear, self doubt, broken relationships, inaction, and the same unwanted circumstances. Through the recent 8 techniques for manifestation, the SPH Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivamam reveals that manifestation requires transformation at the level of cognition and identity. Atma Sambhashana addresses the inner dialogue that continuously directs one's reality, while Chitta Shuddhi empowers individuals to rewrite psychological and emotional hold of their past. This applied spiritual science is globally accessible through Kailasa's platforms today. So, we wanted to now share the Chitsabha votes with all the Chitsabha members of parliament, which is which manifestation principle should Kailasa emphasize for humanity? The options are number 1, inner dialogue becomes one's outer direction. Option 2, rewriting past cognitions open new future possibilities. Option 3, manifestation requires cognition, not desire alone. Option 4, alignment with the fulfilled identity is stronger than ever. We encourage all the members of the Chitsabha Parliament to head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes and cast your vote for today's topic.
Now, all the Rajya Sabha members of Parliament, how should Kailasa take the science of manifestation to the world? The options are 1. Share short manifestation teachings through social media. Option 2. Enrich seekers through Ask Nithyananda AI. Option 3. Inspire seekers to experience the science through Paramashiva Sena. Option 4. Conduct online Atma Sambhashana and Chitta Shuddhi practices sessions. All the Rajya Sabha members of Parliament can now head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes and cast your votes for today's question. With this, let us all now continue to experience and receive the divine darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivamam. Thank you, Nithyananda.
महासन्निधान महानिर्वाणिपीठस्य अष्टोत्तरसहस्रश्री महामण्डलेश्वर अटलपीठस्य अष्टोत्तरसहस्रतम श्री अटलपीठाधीश्वर श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य सच्चिदानन्द प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरचित नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासनपीठकर्तृ जगद्गुरु भगवान् श्री परमहंस नित्यानन्द श्री ज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिक परमाचार्य स्वामी परात् परात् परात्
राजाधिराजाय प्रशक्यशालिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे श्यामे कामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः
சலடி போற்றி சிவன் சேவடி போற்றி நேயத்தே நின்றறிமலனடி போற்றி மாயப்பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி சீரார் பெரும் துறை நம் தேவனடி போற்றி ஆராத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி ஈசனே சிந்தை கவல வந்தனே நேசனே நீ வருவாய் பூவோடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோம் அருள் தருவாய் கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்டு எம்மை நீ கரம் தந்து காத்திட்டு கருணை உன்னையை பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அலவத்மம் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட நிற்கிறேன் வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய் அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் ஒடு கனிகளை கொண்டு பூஜித்தோம் அருள் தருவாய்
as the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva's Bhikshadanamurti, Shartulaharamurti, Gajasura Samharamurti, Bhujangalalitamurti. I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from KAILASA Thiruvannamalai and KAILASA Guinea-Bissau, Chit Sabha members and Raja Sabha members, KAILASA Vasis and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet and internet, I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into the 4 principles of integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, and unlock the power of words, thinking, feeling, living. Vak Siddhi Diksha, Mano Siddhi Diksha, Prema Shakti Diksha, Atma Shakti Diksha. Paramashiva, direct message from Mahakailasa. Paramashiva Swarupam. The moment understood takes over your whole being. Like how that new Cloud AI, the moment you download, it takes over your whole system. It takes over your Facebook, your all things you do through that system, it takes over. Paramashiva is much more powerful than any Cloud AI. If you just understand his Swarupa, it takes over you. This whole Chaturmasya, I am actually taking class for all the Kailasvasis every day. The core subject is Paramashiva Swarupam. Listen. Veda, Agama, Purana elaborately describe Paramashiva Swarupa. Paramashiva Swarupa is such. The moment you understand He takes over. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to concentrate. You don't need to hold the bhava. You don't need to hold the space. The moment you understand, he takes over. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, he takes over you and you are in Paramukti. Paramamukti. Listen. Listen intensely. When you are focusing on the source, when you are completely centered on observing the observer, witnessing the witness, on the source of who you are, in that Swarupa, Paramashiva lives as Swarupa Tirumeni. That Swarupa Tirumeni is what is the creator, sustainer. He is the rejuvenator and he pulls you out of delusion and he liberates. Listen. What I am teaching you is the highest Uttama, Uttama, Uttamottama sadhana. Just if you understand, it can take over. Even if you understand, actually, if you start observing the observer, you will see how, what do you want manifest, because the observing consciousness is not a passive dead matter. It's a very active, high frequency cosmic source. It just manifests what you want. All you need is only one thing. By focusing, observing the observer, if you even experience once or twice, what you want is manifesting miraculously. You will be so enamored that source consciousness, that supreme consciousness will take over you. Listen, once you see the gym is making your body as you want, the biceps growing, abs, shoulders, naturally the gym takes over you. Once you see the pranayama strengthens your inner organs, and after the pranayama your face becomes fresh, eyes become sharp, all the senses are so alive. Once you see the result, then pranayama takes over you. Nobody needs to push you. You start doing it. You feel it as your part, your life. You are here for that. I tell you, exactly same. Exactly same way. even once you focus on the source, observing the observer, witnessing the witness, whatever you want starts manifesting miraculously. Simply that your Swarupa takes over you. Paramashiva is inside your Swarupa, having Swarupa Tirumeni. The supernal effulgence. Super conscious form. I tell you, this Chaturmasya, these 4 months till the Navaratri, all of you focus on this Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva, and take refuge in Paramashiva's Swarupa Tirumeni and enrich the world with this Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo initiative of Kailasa. Listen. Paramashiva's Kailasa's Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo is not just about providing a safe haven like good food, good shelter, good clothes, and good medical care, good lifestyle. No. It provides good food, good shelter, good clothes, good care, good medical care, all of it. And it provides the real Abhayam ecosystem where you can completely take refuge at the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and become Paramashiva. Providing this ecosystem is the ultimate Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Projects, purpose and fulfillment. So understand, take refuge into the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and enrich the world with Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo initiative. All the Kailasavasis, Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, reach out to every homeless shelter in your country. Reach out to every homeless person in your country. Reach out to your government that Kailasa is providing refuge for all. You need to know, even the rich countries, many rich countries, common man can't afford health care. How many of you know? 92% of Americans have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. Listen, just within last 48 hours, there was an article, there was a news in Vian, WION. They say 92% of the surveyed adults have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. The survey have done over 1,500 US adults by a financial services firm. It found with young adults being the worst affected. According to the study, more than 94% of those in the age group of 18 to 28 have said that they have put off treatment for financial reasons. Followed by Americans between 29 and 44 years of age. The report says that the findings have highlighted a growing disconnect between having health insurance and feeling financially protected. The rising medical bills are allegedly pushing many American families to postpone treatment, cut back on essential spending, or fall into debt. Gender also plays a big role, and according to the study, women are more likely than men to delay medical care. Age and insurance status has further influenced those decisions. An uninsured, listen, according to a February 2026 analysis by a healthcare marketplace, an uninsured visit to a doctor office costs an average of $171 in US across major US cities. The financial strain is completely widespread. Around 85% of Americans say that they carry medical debt. A February poll by an American not-for-profit organization estimates total medical debt at 220 billion US dollar, or nearly about 960 USD for every adult with medical debt. A 2025 survey by the same American not-for-profit organization has found that nearly 1 out of 5 adults said that their health deteriorated after skipping a doctor's visit. Amongst the people in the age group of 64 and younger, that the number has jumped to 42%. Prescription medicines are also becoming less and less affordable. Another study by the American not-for-profit organization has found 31% of adults had switched to over-the-counter medicines because prescription drugs were simply too expensive. 19% admitted skipping doses or splitting pills to make their medication last longer. healthcare costs across the United States are reportedly also rising amidst higher inflation. So listen, millions are suffering. You may think how Kailasa can afford to provide all this, because we found the dharmic way of living with the natural law of the cosmos. So natural law of the cosmos, listen, when you live in the natural law with the natural law of the cosmos, you will be naturally awe with the cosmos. And whether physical health, mental health, emotional health, relationships, all that happens in such a supernatural way or naturally superb way, we are able to afford to give refuge for all. So, all Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, initiated disciples, Kailasavasis, take this as a Guru walk. This Chaturmasya Swarupa Samadhi, Paramashiva Swarupa Samadhi, take complete refuge in Paramashiva Swarupa and enrich the whole world with this Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo initiative. This is the message from Paramashiva directly from Mahakailasa for this Chaturmasya. Focus your life on this too. Blessings to every one of you. Understand that. I'll give you one more example. See, these Tripurasuras, they know this whole secret of these Kanjugas and how the universes work and how the Ishwaras function. That is why they take a boon. See, all their three universes are having complete different Niyati, different Ishwara. But they should be killed only if all three are aligned together, which can never happen because the Niyati of all the three universes is different. So what to do? The Ishvara for all the three universes is different. Even though Paramashiva himself, it is Paramashiva's three different reflections. Like if you have 10 parts, sun reflects, sun is same like Paramashiva, but his reflection on the three parts is different. The 10 parts is different. The 10 different reflections. If you break one part, only the reflection in that part will melt down. But the reflections in the other parts will be there. So if you put your hand and make waves in the water, only the Ishvara in that part, reflection in that part will get affected, not the reflections in the other part. If you add color to that water in one part, only that reflection will have a different color, not the other reflections. So understand that reflection is Ishvara, the part is Kanchuka, sun is Paramashiva. So now these Tripurasuras, they know this whole science. The bad news is Tripurasuras are well versed in the philosophy. Good news is they were trying to play with Paramashiva. They asked the boon only when all their three universes, which is completely, totally different Kanchuka, different Ishvara, everything is different. Only when that three universes align under one niyati, they can be destroyed. Now it is impossible because Paramashiva does not get involved with anything. Only Ishwaras get involved. But each Ishvara has limitation of only operating in their worlds, their sovereignty, their universe. One Ishvara can be Ishvara only for his universe. He can't interfere with other universe. So now what to do? All of them, finally, all the Devas, including Brahma, Vishnu, all of them go and surrender to Paramashiva, asking, please do something. Destroy these Asuras. It's going overboard. Because of this knowledge and the boon they took with highest intelligence possible, it is now almost impossible to kill them. Then Paramashiva said, all right, I'll do what needs to be done. By that time, these Devas, all of them thought, yes, let us help Paramashiva. Maybe to destroy each of these universe, he needs a chariot. They all built a chariot, and like there's a huge story that all four Vedas became four wheels and Brahma became the charioteer, and each Deva becomes a part of the chariot, and they all came and presented themselves as a chariot and weapons and said, please Paramashiva, come on, sit on us and destroy this Tripurasura. Paramashiva said, all right. The moment he decided to accept and get into the chariot, all the Devas, this ego clash, they all started discussing and becoming egoistic, saying, see, because all of us put together, this is a huge energy, Paramashiva will be able to destroy the Tripurasuras. It's like in Adi Kailash, all those Rakshasas, demons, who were running each department, they all thought, we all put together, we are running. That ego, arrogance, even though they were doing good work together, that ego, arrogance, because of us, Paramashiva's mission is happening. We are doing it. When the ego comes, it is not only they will be destroying themselves. They will fight among themselves and destroy the whole ecosystem. So Paramashiva just smiled. Oh, you guys think only because of all of you put together, I'll be able to destroy these Tripurasuras? He just moved away from all of them, just sat in his inner space. All the three lokas Ishwaras, Tripuras Ishwaras, he aligned. And naturally all three Ishwaras aligned. Even though he does not get involved, his presence is the source of all the three Ishwaras. He just aligned his presence, focused within himself, and opened the third eye. All the Tripuras were aligned and completely gone, burnt, destroyed. Not only the Tripurasuras are destroyed, even the Devatas, gods and goddesses, they were all shaken. Because he did it without any of them. I just dumped that whole gang, the Radhikailash gang, and built the Kailasa, manifested Kailasa. Listen. Understand this truth about Paramashiva, Ishwaratva, and Jivatva. If you give too much attention to Kanjukas, you will be Jiva. If you give all your attention to your source, consciousness, which is beyond all Kanjukas, you will be Ishvara. And even when you become Ishvara, you have sovereignty over your whole universe. If you continue to be focused on the source, you will become Paramashiva. You will become Shiva. Listen. Across all universes, Paramashiva manifests as Kanjukas and Ishvara both. But he remains absolutely untouched and unbound by all of this. If you give all your attention to Kanjukas, like, oh, I have limited time. If you make the decisions based on I have limited time, I have limited knowledge, I have limitations, niyatis, and I have limited knowing, and all these Kanjukas, if you are always focused on that, you will be Jiva. If you turn your attention to your being, which is beyond all these Kanjukas, core consciousness, observing the observer, witnessing the witness, you will see you are Ishvara, not Jiva. From your sovereignty, you manifest all these Kanjukas and play the life and do what you want as you want. And when you know that you have the sovereignty over your life, everything, even after that, you continue to remain focused on the source, you become Shiva, Paramashiva. Thing to be done is only one. Focus on the source. Not only you will manifest anything you want, you will have the sovereignty over the whole universe, and ultimately you will be Paramashiva, who is source of everything and who is everything. If you give too much attention to Kanjukas, you will be a Jiva. If you give attention to your source, you will become Ishvara. If you continue to be focused on the source, you will become Shiva. Paramashiva is like the water that fills every river, lake, and ocean. Paramashiva is like that. Paramashiva is like the water that fills every river, lake, and ocean. The river, Kanjukas are like river. The Kanjukas run in particular path shaped by the terrain and reach the ocean. The ocean, Ishvara, holds all rivers, yet remains a distinct entity. Understand? Paramashiva is like the water that fills every river, lake, ocean, everything. River is Kanjukas that run in particular path shaped by the terrain, means that Niyati. Ishvara is like a ocean, holds all rivers, yet remains a distinct entity. When you are a Jiva, you are simply a ripple on a specific river, unaware of ocean. When you are an Ishvara, you are the ripple that knows it belongs to ocean, and it is ocean. When you are Shiva, you are not a ripple nor a river, you are the boundless water itself, untouched by any particular course. By constantly turning your awareness back to the source, you keep your river from becoming mere trickle of the world. And you remember that your true nature is endless, unchanging water that flows beneath every surface. Continuous unwavering focus on the source beyond the temporary identification with any particular Kanchuka transports the individual being into Shivatva. In this state, the person is neither acting within the world nor withdrawn from it. The individual is the ground that makes both possibilities possible. Individual is the ground that makes both possibilities possible. Granthi, Janyam, Kala, Kala, Vidya, Raga, Drumataraha, Gunadirgarva, Siddhaksha, Matra, Bhutan, Anukramat. Kala, Kala, Niyati, Raga, Purusha, Prakriti, Guna, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, Manas. Indriyas, 5 tanmatras, subtle elements, and 5 bhutas, grass elements. All these are the Maya Ban Tattvas. Listen, I am repeating. Granthi, Janyam, Kala, Kala, Vidya, Raga, Drumataraha, Gunadirgarva, Chittaksha, Matra, Bhutan, Yanukramat. Kala, Kala, Niyati, Raga, Purusha, Prakriti, Guna, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, Indriyas. 5 tanmatras, 5 bhutas. All these are the Maya Ban Tattvas. These are evolved from the Maya in 2 orders, the primary order and the secondary order. So listen. Mrigendragama beautifully says, the 10th chapter, 1st verse, Vidatte Deha Siddhyartam Yat Sakshat Yat Padantarat Yada Yunakti Yat Kedo Tatrik Tadatu Nochyate. Anandeshwara, I can say that Ananteshwara is the Lord of impure Maya, the order in which he creates all these tattvas from the impure Maya. After effecting vibrant and creative convolutions in the field of impure Maya, is now explained. he creates these tattvas in order to provide bodies, instruments, enjoyments, and so forth to all the bound souls. The 10th chapter, Mrihendragama, 2nd verse. In Mrihendragama, 10th chapter, 2nd verse. So listen, actually, recently I revealed to you all about how your nervous system filters out your reality. I spoke about your antakarana being blocked by the malas, and your chit shakti is eternally untouched, conscious part of you. Listen, there is a very important aspect I want all of you to understand. When I say your antakarana filters out your reality, your nervous system selectively chooses a reality that you experience. You need to know what determines the filtering of the reality. How does your nervous system decide what to filter and what to process? The answer to it is your self-image, built by your belief system. Listen, if you ask, how does your nervous system decide what to filter and what to process? The answer is your self-image, built by your belief system. Maxwell Maltz, a renowned plastic surgeon, established this in his research. Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon, and he would perform surgery on his patients, fixing their scars, their noses, their deformities. But then he noticed something. Even when he was done, many of his patients still felt they were ugly. There was one woman who had a severe facial deformity, and Maltz worked on her, and the surgery was a complete success. It made her model worthy as per the social standards. Yet she avoided mirrors because she still believed she was ugly. Maltz realized that the brain does not respond to objective reality, it responds to the self-image of the person's reality. Listen, you are not responding to the reality, you are responding to your self-image, your belief system that is projecting the reality. The Agamas call this is Purusha Tattva. Purusha Tattva is the Jiva, the soul identified with the 5 malas or the coverings that I revealed previously. Kala, Kala, Niyati, Raga, Vidya means Kala, limited time, idea. Kala, limited knowledge, idea. Niyati, limited causality. Raga, attachment. Vidya, limited knowing. When the Jiva identifies with these 5 coverings, it becomes a Purusha, limited, transmigrating soul, capable of experiencing the cosmos only as the limited individual. This is your self-image. A small story. Young Richie, the daughter of Peter Pepper, is watching her mother, Becky, as she tries on her new fur coat and taking selfies to flaunt her expensive fur coat on the Instagram. She says in disgust, "Mom, do you realize how much a poor dumb animal had to suffer just so you could have that fur coat?" says Richie with all her concern. Richie snaps Becky angrily. "How dare you talk about your father like that?" The daughter is talking from the different universe. The mother is understanding and responding from different universe. Because the self-image is different, reactions are different. Same words meant completely different things to two different people. Why? Because of their antakarana, their inner instrument. Their inner instrument was filtering the same reality differently. Your self-image determines that you see in everyone and everything. If you see yourself as a victim, you see victims everywhere. If you see yourself as powerful, you see power everywhere. Many times, if your achievements exceed your self-image, you will unconsciously engage in self-destructive behavior. Why? Because the Purusha Tattva cannot tolerate inconsistency. The Purusha believes I am limited, I am unworthy, I am a failure. And when success comes, the Purusha sabotages itself to maintain consistency with its identity. This is why you lose weight and find it again. This is why you make money and lose it. This is why you find love and push it away. Your Purusha Tattva does not believe you deserve it. How many of you lost weight, but again you start the self-destructive habit? Oh, now I am so thin, I can start. Come on, let's start. Run right on the food and gain the weight within next 1 month, much faster than the speed with which you lost, much quicker than the speed with which you lost. Raise your hand. I can tell you, when people come and tell me, "Swamiji, I lost 30 pounds, I lost 25 pounds, I laugh at them and tell them, hey, you lost thousands of pounds. Because multiple times you are losing, you are gaining and losing and gaining and losing. You have not lost 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 40 pounds. You have lost thousands of pounds. Because your self-image has not changed, because you have not worked on that. whether gaining weight and losing, or gaining wealth and losing, this whole thing, finding love and pushing it away, all that is because you have not worked on the Purusha Tattva. I tell you, work on the Purusha Tattva, self-image. That is what that Bhava, assuming what you want is achieved, works on the Purusha Tattva, your being. Then simply you manifest what you want and you retain it, you enjoy it. Listen. Only if you work on the being, the habits you want to drop will be dropped. Self-sabotaging will be stopped. And the right things need to be done will manifest through you. So the priority should be working on being. As long as you have that idea you are limited and unworthy and failure, you will lose weight and gain weight. You will gain wealth and lose wealth. You will find love and push it away. The strongest part of the human mind is the need to maintain consistency with our identity. That is why people struggle with self-image. That loops them with the same reality they are stuck with. Scientists have concluded that 98% of your brain activity is unconscious, not 80, not 70, not 90, 98% of your brain activity is unconscious. Meaning that the majority of your decisions that you make, the actions that you take, the 60,000 thoughts that you have every day depends on that 98% of the brain activity that you are not even aware of. See, what you think determines what you are doing, but what you don't think determines where you are going. What you think determines what you are doing, but what you don't think determines where you are going. Your unconscious thinking is driving the reality. You can retrain your nervous system is the good news I have. Just by reprogramming your beliefs is the great news I have. The good news I have for all of you, you can retrain your nervous system. The great news I have for all of you is you can retrain your nervous system by reprogramming your beliefs. Listen. Science describes 3 brain states: beta, waking, thinking. Then this waking, thinking, stress all comes under beta. Alpha is calm, relaxed. And theta is meditation. that Bhava Samadhi, where you are neither in the Jagrat nor in Swapna, you are in between, that hypnosis state. The Agamas describe these states too, but they go deeper. They describe a state called Spanda. This is the key word, listen. Spanda. If you heard my early satsangs, I have spoken on 3 books: Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Shiva Sutras, Spandakarika. All the 3 I named it as a Shiva Sutra lectures. The satsangs are named as Shiva Sutras, but I have spoken on these 3 books. One book is all about Spandakarika. What is Spanda? Spanda is the vibratory dynamism of absolute consciousness. It is the pulse, the throb, the heartbeat of reality itself. It's not just awareness. It is active, creative, pulsating awareness. The Spandakarikas, the sacred text revealed by Paramashiva to Vasugupta, a great Kashmir Shaiva Acharya. Listen, Kanchi Shaivism, Kashmiri Shaivism, both are based on the same Kamikagama. You should know very clearly, Kanchi Shaivism and Kashmir Shaivism, Kanchi Sarvanyapita, Kanchi Kailasa Sarvanyapita, and Kashmir Kailasa Sarvanyapita, both pitas are based on the same agama, Kamikagama. Mrigendragama is the same Jnanapada for both pitas. So listen, what Paramashiva revealed in Kailasa to Vasugupta, the great Kashmir Shaivacharya. Sarvandar Vyapino Devaha Sankaraha Shakti Mishritaha Swatmayam Spandade Nityam Abhasa Shakti Rupadaha. Lord Shankara, who is all-pervading and united with his divine power, pulsates eternally in the form of his own self, manifesting as radiant energy. So understand, you are not just a passive observer of reality, you are an active creator. Your consciousness pulses, your awareness vibrates, and that vibration, that spanda, is what creates your reality. Theta is the state where you want to be. Theta is the state of meditation, the state of hypnosis. This theta state is highly receptive to suggestion. I tell you, Theta is the doorway to Spanda. When you enter Theta, you are not just receptive to suggestion, you are active in creation. Your Spanda, your divine vibration, aligns with the cosmic Spanda, and when that happens, the reality bends to your will. Small story. Mullah Nasruddin's son was studying homework and asked his father, "Dad, what is a monologue?" Said Nasruddin, "A monologue is a conversation being carried on by your mother with me." In beta state, the waking, thinking state, a monologue is a literary term. In alpha theta state, the relaxed, honest state, a monologue is just a monologue. Your nervous system filters reality differently in different brain states. When you relax into theta, you see the truth that your beta state cannot access. I am now going to reveal the exact technique you can do to re-imprint your nervous system in the night. Record a reality you want to manifest. But when you record, you should tell it from the state that it has already happened. Describe it in vivid details. Relax completely. Feel the wish fulfilled. Listen again once you wake up in the morning, and throughout the day, audit your input. Speak affirmations aloud. Ask power questions. I tell you, this is sadhana. This is spiritual practice. You practice the re-imprinting. You detach from the old identity. You let go of the fossilized self-image. But I am telling you, another important factor, when you do this with the Guru is the one who holds the space for your re-imprinting. The Guru is the one who provides a safety that allows the nervous system to relax. Relaxation allows the nervous system to feel safe, which will allow the re-imprinting happen. That's what I do in the satsang. Put you into that ultimate bhava, the manifestation state, and re-imprint repeatedly your Paramashiva right now. Actually, the science is finally trying to catch up. It is beginning to catch up with Agamas. A 2025 paper published in AIP Advances proposes that consciousness is not an emergent property of neural process, but a foundational aspect of reality. Listen, till 2025, science was repeatedly telling consciousness is an emergent property of neural process. But now, They are beginning to catch up? No. Consciousness is not an emergent property of neural process, but a functional aspect of reality. It describes three principles: universal mind, underlying formless intelligence, universal consciousness, the capacity for awareness, and universal thought, the dynamic mechanism through which experience and differentiation arise. The emergence of individual awareness occurs via mechanisms such as symmetry breaking, quantum fluctuations, and discrete state selection. It essentially says consciousness is not in your brain is in consciousness. Your nervous system is not producing awareness, it is filtering awareness. This is exactly what the Mrihendragama describes. The buddhi faces towards the self, which is pure consciousness, and it faces towards the material nature. Your antakarana is the tuner. When it is tuned correctly, you receive the full conscious field. The buddhi, when it faces towards the self, which is pure consciousness, and when it faces towards the material nature, it becomes the polluted jiva. Your antakarana is the tuner. When it is tuned correctly, you receive the full consciousness field. When it is mistuned, imprinted with fear, limitation, trauma, you receive only fraction of a field. And you call that fraction reality. Re-imprint your inner instrument and retune your receiver. Suddenly the whole field becomes available to you. Listen, I am repeating. Your antakarana is the tuner. When it is tuned correctly, you receive full consciousness field. When it is mistuned, imprinted with fear, limitation, trauma, you receive only a fraction of a field, fraction of the field, and you call that fraction reality. Re-imprint your inner instrument and retune your receiver, and suddenly the whole field becomes available to you. Let me tell you a story from Yoga Vasishta, the story of Shadarudra was imparted to Sri Rama by the Rishi Vasishta to show that all life is mere illusion or different complexes of the mind. Vasishta narrates a story to Rama about a devout monk who falls asleep and dreams of being an ordinary man. In that dream, he dreams of being another person, who then dreams of being another, creating a chain of layered identities. Eventually, one of these dreamed individuals undergoes heavy spiritual penance and transforms into a Rudra, an aspect of Lord Shiva. With immense cosmic knowledge, this Rudra awakens all the past layered identities, resulting in 100 Rudras existing simultaneously, realizing they are all ultimately manifestations of the same single mind, the ultimate illusion of reality, Parashakti, Mahamaya. You are that man. You think you have woken up. You think you are awake, but you are still in the dream. You are still in your reality tunnel. You are still seeing through the filter of your antakarana. The Paushkaragama says the knower, the Atman or self, is of the nature of pure consciousness, not of the nature of being directed towards objects. In other words, you are not the dreamer, you are not the dreamed, you are the consciousness in which both dreamer and dreamed appear. A small story. A friend notices that old mullah and his wife, all dressed in a grand and enjoying a dinner. You look mighty dressed up, mullah. The friend said to Mullah Nasruddin, what is going on? Something special? Yes, said the mullah. I am celebrating tonight with my wife in honor of 7 years of perfect married happiness. 7 years of married happiness? I think that is wonderful. The friend said, I think it is pretty good myself. 7 years of happiness out of the 70 years of marriage, said Nasruddin. The friend thought he was celebrating 7 years of perfect happiness. The mullah knew the truth. It was only 1 year out of 70 that was perfect. But he was still celebrating. That is your reality tunnel. You celebrate your awakening without realizing you are still dreaming. You celebrate your success without realizing you are still trapped in limitation. In the true awakening comes when you stop celebrating the dream and start waking up from it. And the good news is, you don't need to struggle by yourself to re-imprint. Listen. In the presence of the Guru, your whole nervous system can simply be re-imprinted through Diksha. Guru Gita declares, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is Lord Maheshwara, Guru is verily the supreme reality. Prostrations to that Guru. The Guru is the one who shatters your reality tunnel, wake you up to the truth that the possibility is all around you. You are struggling because your inner instrument cannot see it. The Guru is the one who wakes you up just at the right moment so you can catch the dreamlike insight. The Guru is the one who says, you are not limited Purusha, you are Paramashiva. Mam eva smaran nityam, mam eva smaran sada, sukhenaiva param sthanam prapnoti na samsayaha. If you think of nothing else but me, you will reach the highest state of realization. Thus, focus one-pointedly on merging with the Guru. Through this satsang, I am not just revealing these truths to you, to every one of you, that you are watching this right now, listening to this right now. I am collapsing all your old beliefs and re-imprinting your nervous system right now. A small story. Mullah Nasruddin was saying, my wife has a chronic habit of sitting up every night until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and I cannot break her of it. Sympathetic friend asked, why does she sit up that late? Nasruddin said, waiting for me to come home. Do you see? The mullah thought his wife had a habit. The friend thought it was a problem. The truth was completely different. She was waiting for him. His reality tunnel was wife as a problem. The truth was, I am the problem. The Guru does the same thing. He does not tell you what you think you need to hear. He tells you the truth that shatters your illusion. I am not telling you the truths you want to hear. I am not telling you the words that you want to hear. I am telling you the truth that shatters your illusion. Through the Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo initiative, this is what I am opening to humanity. To all the beings who have been through persecution. Actually, all of you have gone through the persecution by the unconscious society, unconscious political system, unconscious constitutions, unconscious economical system. Kailasa will be the ecosystem where you can consciously re-imprint, reprogram, heal yourself and be Paramashiva. The sacred vow of Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo, absolute protection to all living beings. It's a living reality that I am breathing into existence through the revival of KAILASA. A safe haven for any being, any religion, any person who is persecuted, attacked or displaced. All those who realize they have been persecuted, attacked and displaced, and all those who have not even realized they are being persecuted, they have been persecuted, attacked and displaced. For both categories, where they can peacefully live and express their spirituality, enlightened consciousness, enlightened arts, enlightened culture, enlightened lifestyle, enlightened civilization, free from denigration, interference, and violence. This is the Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo in action. Protection to all beings. I am opening the doors of Kailasa wide for the Hindus who cannot get enlightened freely, for the seekers who are silenced and put in the endless distraction in the name of working for the basic needs and survival needs. I know how many real sincere seekers forced into this survival mode, that victims of economic terrorism, poverty is forced on them, so they are forced to work for their survival, losing all seeking. And finally they lose even the memory once they had a seeking. I am opening the Kailasa doors. I am opening the doors of Kailasa wide for all those seekers who are put in the endless distractions and their seeking was silenced. For the refugee who has no home, for any being who is not having a place to live, Kailasa is your home. Kailasa is your refuge. Kailasa is your nation. This is my sacred vow. This is the vow I have taken for the sake of all humanities. Join me. Join Kailasa. Vinay 8767 from YouTube is asking, Swamiji, I am a devotee. I want to express my gratitude for everything you have been through and everything you have stood up for. How can I support this mission of Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo? Understand? I did not go through persecution for my sake. I went through it for your sake. For the sake of every Hindu who cannot practice Dharma freely. For the sake of every persecuted individual who needs a home. You see, I created a nation. I created the nation so that the world's millions need not be nationless. Listen. Actually, those persecuted me were persecuting you guys, Hindus, because I was standing in the front for all of you. They persecuted me. They were not eyeing at my head, they were eyeing at your head, because I was sticking my neck out for all you, to protect all your heads. They were trying to attack me. They were persecuting me. So I endured assassination attempts so that you would not have to fear assassination for being a Hindu. I endured 120 false cases and heavy lawfare so that you would not have to fear lawfare for being a Hindu. I endured 17,000 hours of hate speech, hate propaganda, so that you don't have to face the hate for being Hindu. If you just turn the pages of history and see, you will realize the whole climate of Hinduism at that point in time. 5,000 sadhus were murdered in a single day. All the gurus were targeted and being eliminated just in the last 84 years. There has been 300 gurus, Hindu gurus, who were either mob lynched, assassinated, or murdered through the relentless lawfare. Paramashiva has manifested through this being at the right time. 1978. Even 1979 would have been too late. I am here as an ultimate Abhayam for all the Hindus. Paramashiva is here as an ultimate Abhayam for all the Hindus. You are asking, how can you support this mission? First, understand what Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo truly means. Understand that it is not just a word, it's a vow, it's a divine promise. Second, embody Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo in your own life. Enrich others. Protect the persecuted. Stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. Third, spread the message of KAILASA. Spread the message of Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Let every persecuted Hindu know there is a home for you. There is a home for them. There is a nation for you. There is a sanctuary for you. Even if you are not eating in the place where Annadanam is happening, even if you tell those who need food, who are starving, who need Annadanam, even if you tell them, that punya will come to you and protect you. Like Karna did not do Annadanam his whole life. He did all other danams. So when he went to Swarga, he had hunger. He asked, what is this? I am feeling hunger in Swarga. They said, you did not do Annadana. That is why you are having hunger. Then Karna asks, what is the solution? Then Narada says, don't worry. You put the pointing finger on your mouth, your hunger will disappear. Karna did it and hunger disappeared. Karna asked Narada, how is it possible? How it happened? Narada said, once someone was hungry, you showed him a place where Annadan happens, and he went and ate and his hunger got settled. He was healed from the hunger, because hunger is a roga. So he was healed from hunger. So that punya is there in your pointing finger. So put that in your mouth. Your hunger will disappear. So listen. Show to people, enrich people, spread this word for those who need refuge. If you need, come and settle down in Kailasa and share, enrich, reach out to everyone who needs Abhayam. That's the best way you can support this mission of Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. There's one more question. Same Vinay 8767 is asking, dear Swamiji, you went through so much persecution, assassination attempts, false cases, and so much more. How can you still open Kailasa for others? Why did not Swamiji give up? Because I will not give up. You are asking why Swamiji did not give up? Because I will not give up. If I give up, who will stand for the 2 billion Hindus? The seekers of enlightenment. You see, the question comes from the human mind. The human mind says, I was hurt, so I will hurt back. I was persecuted, so I will persecute. I was denied refuge, so I will deny refuge to others. No. But Paramashiva does not manifest like that. He does not think like human mind. Paramashiva thinks as the cosmos, like the cosmos. He is cosmos. So he thinks like cosmos. When I was unlawfully detained for 53 days without even evidence, I did not think I will create a prison for others. I thought I will create a nation where no one will be unlawfully detained. When they filed false cases, I did not think I'll create a court to falsely accuse others. I thought I'll create a justice system based on dharma, which cannot be used for lawfare, which cannot be used to do lawfare. You see, persecution does not define you. Your response to persecution defines you. The persecution I went through does not define me. My response to that persecution defines me. The one who gives Abhayam, absolute protection, must be himself fearless, not because he has not suffered, but because he has transcended suffering and fears. That is the truth. They tried to destroy me. They only succeeded in making me stronger. They actually valorized me. Through KAILASA, I am giving what they tried to take away from me: refuge, sanctuary, sovereignty to millions. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Celestine08 posted a question in YouTube. Swamiji, what is the relationship between Abhayam and conscious sovereignty? This is the deepest question of all. You see, in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the concept of giving Abhaya is not merely giving a land to an individual. It is about empowering individuals to reclaim their conscious sovereignty. Listen, Rama did not give just Lanka to Vibhishana. He gave his Atma Murti Ranganatha to Vibhishana. His own Atma Murti Ranganatha to Vibhishana. So it is not just merely giving Lanka the land, kingdom. It is giving conscious sovereignty, the whole enlightenment. You see, in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the concept of giving Abhaya is not merely giving land to an individual. It is about empowering individuals to reclaim their conscious sovereignty. What does that mean? It means you are not a refugee. You are a sovereign being. You have simply forgotten your home. You have simply forgotten your true nature. You have simply forgotten that you are Paramashiva. Abhayam is the hand that reaches out and says, remember who you are. Remember where you came from. remember your sovereignty. So I am creating Kailasa, not just a safe haven, also an enlightened haven. I am not just going to give you safe place and safe home and the safe nation. I am going to give you conscious sovereignty, ultimate safety, the enlightenment. Along with the safe nation, safe home, safe place, I am giving you the ultimate safety, enlightenment. I created the Kailasa. When I created the Kailasa, I did not just create a piece of land. I created a consciousness sovereignty, a consciousness of sovereignty. A consciousness of freedom, a consciousness of Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. In addition to being a nation, Kailasa is also a state of being. It's a state of being absolutely free, absolutely protected. It's a state of being home. And that state is available to everyone, regardless of gender, race, religion, creed, nationality, because consciousness does not discriminate. Paramashiva does not discriminate. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo does not discriminate. So when you seek refuge in Kailasa, you are not just seeking physical safety, you are reclaiming your conscious sovereignty. You are remembering who you truly are. You are coming home. I am giving you the essence of what I revealed in this satsang. Shivatva, Ishwaratva, Jivatva. You are the being who has forgotten your Paramashivatva and fell into Kanjugas. All you need to do is wake up and play your life with absolute lordship as a Leela. Your reality is not what is. It is what your antakarana, your manas, buddhi and ahankara allows you to perceive. Change the inner instrument, you will change the world. Means a filter. The reality tunnel is just a dream. The malas are just clouds. The Purusha Tattva is just a limited identity. Wake up from the dream. Clear your clouds. Shatter the filter. Be who you truly are. The Paushkaragama says, the knower, the Atman or self, is of the nature of pure consciousness, not of the nature of being directed toward objects. You are not the one who is filtered. You are the consciousness that sees the filter. The Spandakarika says, the pure nature of Him from whom this universe comes into existence is not abstracted anywhere. You are that pure nature. Nothing abstracts you except your own inner instrument. The Guru Gita says, if you think of nothing else but me, you will easily reach the highest state of realization. Think of the Guru, merge with the Guru, become the Guru. With this deep love of oneness, you are Paramashiva, I am Paramashiva. We both put together are part of Paramashiva. I initiate all of you into this truth. Live this and you will start radiating the power of Grahanam, the ability to digest any concept, any reality as it is. Today, I have two great digital gifts from KAILASA for all of you. First is the Why Intensity digital book, and the second is Sri Chakra Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings to everyone. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान् गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनां अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।